just be quiet. Learn how to listen. Learn how to listen. It doesn't hurt you to take in information. It makes you a better person if you let people know that they're being heard, right? If you're trying to shout out or shout over people and constantly, you're either mansplaining or you're womansplaining and just running your mouth constantly, then that means you're embarrassing yourself. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. That I sound biased and I probably hurt some feelings in here because there might be some people in here that do that. But I want to challenge you to just shut up and listen sometimes, man. I have a PhD in finance. And if anybody, I think I have a decent license to just run my mouth about, well, no, this is wrong, and here's what the difference is, and blah, blah. No, and what you said is wrong. Yeah, and I've got an opinion, I've got a perspective, and I'm going to share it. Y'all know this. I will share, share, share. But if I'm talking to you personally, one on one, any of you who've ever met me, you'll notice that when I'm talking to you, I listen. I want to hear your story. I want to hear your perspective. I want to hear your point. I want to hear everything. And the more you disagree with me, the more I want to hear it. The less I'm jumping in to correct you and fix it. I ain't trying to argue with you. I ain't trying to stress out. Ain't no reason for it. There's room in this space for both of us to have our perspectives. Can we agree on that? Do y'all agree? I hope you're hearing me on this. Okay. So anyway, I'm sitting here, and this is an economic discussion. I'm gonna get back to the stuff with Trump in a minute because I think this is relevant as well. Okay, so in this store, they were kind of leftist Marxist, and I told you they had pictures of Cornell West and stuff. And Cornell's my guy. I love Cornell, so I was just I felt very comfortable in there. But it was really funny because I was they'd had up there's something in the back where they were explaining that Trump is kind of a Nazi or something and everything. And I was listening again. I wasn't even disagreeing. I was like, I ain't in there trying to defend Trump or Diddy. I ain't defending Diddy Trump or Trump Diddy, neither one of them. But I was just watching it and I was listening and then I saw this video by a guy. His name was Bob Avakian or something like that. And apparently he's important on the left. He did a debate with Cornel West years ago, and I remember people were working to get me to go to that and to be a part of that, and I just didn't want to. And the reason I didn't want to was because I sometimes feel like when you have these groups, and these groups are like, yeah, we're going to help you fight the oppression and liberate you. I don't know how I feel about you liberating me for one group so I can be part of another group. Right. I don't know how I feel about you sort of saying, well, don't be over there because they're bad. Be one of us. And then we're going to continue the control of you. We're going to control you in some way. We're going to make you feel bad if you disagree with us. We're going to take get money from you. We're going to ask you to do things, right? So to me, it's like it's not true. It's not true freedom and true liberation, in my opinion, because true freedom and true liberation means that I can get up and do whatever the hell I want whenever I want to. That means if on Tuesday I want to be a Democrat, I can be a Democrat. On Wednesday, if I want to be a Republican, I can be a Republican. On Thursday, if I want to be a communist, I can be a little communist. I can be whatever I want. I ain't got to commit and submit to any group. But remember, that's my bias. You're talking to a guy who doesn't really always necessarily being overly aligned with a group. I was invited in college to join every single fraternity, and something just felt weird to me about it. And I was like, so that means I got all these people that are going to be asking me to do stuff. I don't want to do that. I'm trying to find God. And I don't think God is going to fit in your fraternity. Like I'm trying to find freedom and an honest perspective in terms of really truly understanding the world, the life I'm supposed to live. And I don't know if I can find that necessarily by over identifying with a group. But sometimes I'll do that, right? Like I do identify heavily as a black man, and I like being part of that group. But even that can be difficult sometimes, especially when you see black people do something crazy and people are like, you're supposed to believe him because he's black. I'm like, no, he's a liar because black people can lie too. So that's hard, right?